After a few days of slides, the euro dollar has managed to stabilize, and so has also the British pound. But the way the charts are looking, I do suspect that we might see the dollar gaining a bit as we start the new week on Monday, followed by losses after that. That's what we're going to cover in today's currency market update. Alright, so this is the euro versus the USD, and we moved lower, not as low as I initially thought we were going to do, which I shared with you guys in the beginning of the week, but afterwards I have been changing my outlook and pushing up the buy spot because I didn't know how much we were going to drop. Because when you're stuck in a sideways range like this, you will sometimes have very, very strong corrections. And if we go down to 117, it would not surprise me at all. But the reason why I pushed up the buy spots here a little bit is because GBP is bullish, Aussie dollar is bullish, New Zealand dollar is bullish as well. And that is also encouraging and does suggest we can maybe go upwards here and break above 119.17. And that level, as you know, is important. You know, it's stuck within a range, about 300 pips. So if we take out the upside, we might go up with 300 pips, take down the downside, and we might slide. So what's the outlook now then? Well, I pushed this buy spot up already yesterday, and I'm looking for a bit of a pull. I mean, I think this is enough now. We might just go down a bit like that and then hopefully push higher. But it's a slow moving market, guys, so don't get too excited. There's not going to be any quick profits here. You might already know this. We've been trading sideways since July 30th. All right, here's GBP versus the USD. And the idea for me was for this to trade a little bit lower, and now it sort of bounced here. I don't really trust that low though. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if Monday comes and people start to sell here and push it a little bit lower. But between 130 and 130.80 and 130, I think the market is going to attempt to try to bottom out, then target 32 and then 33. Dominic Cummings as well, according to the news, will resign by the end of the year. And he's sort of the mastermind, as far as I understand it, that helped to bring about the Brexit, right? And they have some strong views on how things should be, and the fact that he would resign indicates that maybe it will be some slightly softer policies here, because it looks like they don't want to go for a hard Brexit with him leaving. That's what it tells me, and that is also supported for the British pound, and maybe that is what's being priced in here. You know, the fact that the UK will be forced to give up some of its demands, and that seems the most likely thing. For us as speculators and traders, it's hard to know what's happening in the mind of the Prime Minister and Dominic Cummings and the rest of government. But the charts are telling us a very interesting story, and that is just remain bullish. And for me, as a trader and a trend following trader, I would prefer maybe from this level and maybe 130, like that, between these two levels. I think it makes sense. If you look at something like the Aussie dollar versus the USD, now this is something that a lot of newbies I think are going to get in problem here, because we had a very, very strong push, and then we really were not able to trade higher. So then after a while, when we don't go up, people start to say, hold on, we have rallied by some 300 points, 300 pips, and you know there's going to be limitations on how much higher this can go. And here we went down a little bit, and maybe we'll push to the upside, but I think realistically, we are going to go up a bit, and then we're going to come down. And similar with the New Zealand dollar here, we have a target, or I have a target of 69.56, based on this being a failed head and shoulders pattern. And I have been bullish from the lower levels here. But I think this has moved up a lot. Like the last major low is down here. Now, there are good reasons for this happening. And the New Zealand Central Bank is not as dovish, and they acknowledge that. But from a trading perspective, order issues are super important, and that's why I'm waiting for a correction to 67.76. And that, guys, concludes today's currency market update. I will be back with you guys on our YouTube channel early next week for more updates like this. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out the other videos we have on our channel. Thank you, and bye-bye.